Hello, hello, ladies. Okay, this is totally crazy, but I cannot help not showing you guys something. It's just something in me. I just love to show people things, and that's probably why I was a manager in my past life before I became a stay-at-home mom. I just love teaching. So here I am. We're getting ready to go camping. We're all loaded up. We're just waiting for the grandparents to be ready, and the baby's down for a nap. He's almost ready to get up, and hey, let's pull out the craft supplies again and show you guys how to do these fun rosettes before I go camping, right? Okay, so and I forgot. Okay, so I have a ton of Reader's Digest papers, as you probably all do. So I was using the Reader's Digest papers, and I used my metal ruler to first tear off all the white edges going around the text so that I just had a block of text. And then I took the paper and just decided how wide I wanted my papers to be. So I decided this wide this is like the smaller, average size one, I guess. And so once I got first one cut, I laid it on top of the paper and cut my second one. For the Reader's Digest size, you will need 2 of these to get a full rosette. And as you can tell, I just folded it back and forth accordion style. And so you want to keep it pretty small when you fold it back and forth. Here, this one I didn't finish. I'm going to finish it for you on film. So just back and forth until you get to the end. Oh my goodness, if you guys could see my Jimmy rigging of my camera phone right now, because I have not invested in one of those cool camera contraptions that stick to your table. So then I just get my art glitter glue. Every time I think I'm going to buy one of those camera stands, I, find $20 in crafts I'd rather spend my money on. So, but I really should get one because I do enjoy showing you guys stuff when I make fun stuff. That's not always. So I'm just gluing the ends together. I probably should have cut that off, but I'm in a rush, so I didn't grab my scissors. So you'd want to make sure those 2 sizes that you're gluing together are the same size. If you've got a little end piece, you want to tear that off. Oh, shoot, and I almost forgot. Before you glue it all the way together, this is fine. If you want to do any, distressing with your colors, I used red and brown, like a brick color and brown on some of them. Where'd my sponge go? So if you want to make them look old or distressed, you want to do that before you glue it all together. It's just easier. So I just scrunch all that strip down and I do the ends here. And then I flip it over and do this side just in case I like that side better once I get my rosette together. Okay, and that will strictly just do the end pieces. You might have to just like take this little piece right here because these ones got folded a little smaller and do them up. Okay, so then you have that together. So here's your strip. You're just going to now glue this end and this end together, okay? So I'm going to take my glue. So my camera is propped up on my my metal filing case, the little suitcase style that I hold all of my coffee dyed paper in on top of a kitchen towel. Oh my goodness, just so I can get it tall enough so you guys can see. So then once that's glued down good enough, you're just going to finagle it into that rosette shape. Okay, just like that. And you just squeeze it together and you get that rosette shape. And then I take my circle, whatever you want to do, put some glob of glue in the middle. And make sure you get enough to really glue down that rosette because it's only gluing to those little peaks. Okay, so I got it together. And we're going to hold that and grab our circle and stick it on there. And if you want more of the white paper to show, so you can kind of just like let go and it will create a circle underneath. But once you get it like where you want it, however tight. So if I do it really tight, it's that small. If I do it a little bit bigger, you see it gets a little bit larger. And my punch is a 1.5 inch circle punch. So if you do a smaller circle punch, which I haven't gotten yet, you know, will have more white paper showing. And you just want to hold it down. And I was just like using my paper punch, which I don't have here, to hold it down for a few while it kind of adheres to the glue. It does take a minute, even with the art glitter glue. So here's one of those finished ones. So let's see here. Trying not to rush too much. So you can see here, yeah, it's pretty well glued down. And if you feel like that's not enough brown, then you can just go back in and kind of do your thing. I didn't really worry about these ends because nobody sees these ends. You know, they just see the top. Probably should let that dry a little bit more, but see, my circle isn't completely tight in there, but you could make it all the way in there. That's all I did. And then, you know, just pick your embellishment, whatever you want to put on there. And this is just some gold threading that I got at the Joann's or whatever that I put on the back of that. I really wanted it on the white paper part, but trying to manage that and putting the glue dot on, I was getting the threading all over my hands. It just was not working. And then all I did is I took my art glitter glue and I put it around the edges and dipped it in gold glitter in a dish, and then set that aside to dry. And that's how I got that. Oh, and I also forgot that I distressed my circle before I glued it down, and my embellishment as well. Focus. So, you know, when you're not in a hurry, those are things that you can think of. I always forget. I think I had to kind of do it in a system where I did them all at once so that I'd remember to actually distress all of my pieces. But that's it. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'm probably going to post my flip through of my camping journal that I finished too on here in case you guys are curious. I put it up on YouTube because I'm kind of throwing around the idea of just putting these little tutorials on YouTube so that everyone can see them. And I did that one especially because I had a really hard time finding other people that had camping journals online to view. And I know when you guys see my ideas, I always laugh because I've just watched a YouTube video and that's where I get my ideas. So hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to miss you. My husband was like, last night, he was all, so how are you going to do without being able to craft all weekend? Ha ha ha. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I packed all that. So we'll still be crafting. And hopefully pressing some flowers. I made a flower press book from, what's her name? I'm going to get it wrong. Jessica Rapp had a really cool book, flower press idea. So I stole her idea and made a portable flower press. So hopefully I can find some cool flowers and leaves to press while I'm out camping. Okay, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend and happy crafting.